What you guys, got another product review sent over by Noontech. This is the TerraMaster F2 220 NAS server with Intel 2.41 GHz dual core processor in there. You can see it comes very well packaged and have everything in here you need to set up your NAS server. Apart from the hard drives, you will have to purchase those separately. Now inside the box you can see you're going to get a durable, high quality and affordable NAS server with also 2.4 GHz processor, dual core processor in there with 2 GB of memory, which is upgradable, and a 16 TB storage capacity. You get your power plug and also your power brick inside here with a 2-pin on there, as well as a 3-pin for the UK, and your power jack on the end. And I'll quickly show you the specs of this power brick. You can see here. Now again, as I said, this is really easy to set up and is packed with features, and it's easy to use even if you're a novice or an IT professional. Now the chassis of this is brushed aluminium with steel reinforced housing. You're also going to get all your screws for your 2.5-inch hard drives and solid state drives, and also you're going to have your screws for all your 3.5-inch hard drives there as well. They give you a few extra screws just in case. They even put in a screwdriver, which is a really nice touch from Noontech. And you're going to have your Ethernet cable, which is about 1.8 meters in length, so you don't have to worry about going to purchase an Ethernet cable. Now also you're going to have your quick information and quick installation guide here, which you can get by going to the actual web address there and download the software. It's a TOS operating system on this one, and just install it, and it's really easy to set up. I'll show you that in another video. Now also you're going to have your limited warranty pamphlet here. You can read this and it will give you all the information that you need to set up and register your equipment. Now let's take a look at the actual unit itself. Now the dimensions of this is 22.7 by 13.3 by 11.9 centimeters. You can see about 1.5 kilograms in weight. So they've not skimped on quality and build quality here. Now let's take a look at the actual unit here. You've got two bays at the front, which take 2.5-inch drives and 3.5-inch drives. You're also going to have your power button here and your Intel 2.41 GHz dual core Celeron processor in there. You're going to have your power button, LAN power light, and also your hard drive power lights with LED status on there. And again, this is a brushed aluminium effect. And also these are plastic. Storage capacity can take up to 16 terabytes, and as I said, this is a 2 drive bay unit. Now again, inside here at the bottom you can see plenty of ventilation here, and this gives good heat dissipation here for this particular type of unit. You've got the anti-slip rubber pads on the bottom there, but there's some information about the actual device. Now to be honest, when I run this, it was so quiet I didn't even realise it was on. It's a really nice unit, it really is for the money. Now you've got that ducted fan on the back, which you can change the speeds of if you wish, and I think it only comes on intelligently when it needs to cool the unit down. So you've got your DC 12 volt input there, you've got your 1 gigabit LAN port, also a blank space there for another one, and also your USB 2.0 and 3.0 on the back there, which gives you added extra storage there if you need to. And that ducted cooled fan really keeps the unit cool, and it also keeps it nice and quiet as well. So let's take a look here on the front. Now to remove these hot swappable drive bays, you just pull the front out like so, and as you can see here, these are mainly a plastic design, these actual caddies. They're not toolless, so you will need the screwdriver to screw the drives in, but it does take the 3.5-inch and also 2.5-inch drives, and this is plastic here. Love to see this being metal to add a bit more structure strength to it, but other than that, it's not too bad. Once the drive's in, it is very sturdy, and you're not going to be disturbing them, so it shouldn't bother you too much. Good airflow through here, as you can see, and I'll show you how to install these a little bit later on. But they just slide out, and again, these are hot swappable, so once you've got them installed, you should be pretty much good to go. Now the RAID on this, they've got a few different RAID setups you can do, and you can see here RAID 0, RAID 1, JBOD, and also single. And we'll talk about that in the setup part. And there's also room for another memory slot in here, which allows you to upgrade the memory as well to give you that extra added speed. These are the drives I'm using, the Toshiba 3TB drives. You can use whatever drives you want really, but the red drives for the Western Digital are pretty expensive, but these will suffice for what I need, and these are the red Toshiba ones which I'm going to be using. Now the hard drives are not included in this, but as you can see I purchased these on Amazon and they come very well packaged, as you can see. And these are pretty fast, and they should do a pretty good 2017 when they created these. And these are an absolute excellent price. I think they're about £79 each, which is pretty good for a 3TB drive of this caliber. Now to set this up is pretty straightforward. You're going to just have to get your screwdriver and your screws and then just offer them up to the caddy itself and then screw them in. Now this is not a toolless design, but you can put larger drives in here, and you can have it set up as a single type of storage as well, so you don't have to use the RAID. So if I wanted to use 6 terabytes of storage, I could do that on this device, but the only problem with that is you're not going to get any data protection, where if something fails you'll have a backup on the other drive. So I would advise you to do RAID 1 on this setup. So we're going to just slot this drive in there, and it fits nice and snug, as you can see there. Make sure you've got the connectors on the outside there so you can plug her in. Just line the screw holes up here, and then all you need to do is just tighten the screws down. Pretty straightforward and easy to do. So it's really easy setup, guys. It really is. You don't need to be a professional to set this up. And I will do a setup video after this one. I'll show you how to set it all up and get it all working in another video, okay? Now, I'm not going to bore you screwing all the screws in this, so I'll speed this process up for you. But again, really easy to set up. As you can see here, these are the drives now in their location. What we need to do, you can see there's only 4 screws on this one, and there's a couple of extra holes at the back if there is a different type of drive which requires 6 screws. So they do give you plenty of screws inside there as well for those particular types of drives. Now to put these in, I wouldn't advise you to do it this way, but I'm just showing this way because it's more easier to get it on camera, just in case you drop them down. So it's not advisable to put them in this way, but I'll show you the proper way of doing it after this way. But you can see if you drop that down, it could damage the drive or the actual caddy itself. You push that little part at the bottom, you don't push the clip because you could actually break it, because it is made of plastic. And as you can see, pretty easy to do, and I'll show you on the flat. It's very easy to slot these into place. And there you go, that's in location now. Now again, let me just flip this down and show you how you should be putting these drives in. So as you can see here, this is much more easier to put them in this way. And as you can see, pretty easy, just slot them in like so. And there's a bit of plastic at the bottom, push that and then clip it in like so, and that's it. Now this is the actual TOS operating system which you can access, and it's a really nice GUI interface on this one. I'm really impressed with it, and again, you can have all your applications here. This is your public and your personal information file manager there, which you can use. You can add in all your applications to the unit as well, as you can see here. And they're probably going to be adding loads more to this as time goes on. And TerraMaster have been around for a long time creating this type of stuff. You can see their DLNA media server, and you've also got loads of bits and pieces you can set up here. PLEX media server, Dropbox sync. There's loads of stuff here. Java, virtual machine, media server. There's loads of iTunes server. Loads of applications you can use. You can even set it up as a mail server if you want, or a file sharing server, FTP server, whatever you want to do. And I'll show you all this in another video, how to set all this up if you're interested. Pretty straightforward to set up. You've got your recycle bin, you've got your control panel. Your control panel is where you're going to be controlling the actual unit itself and your user groups. You can have up to 1,000 users on this unit, which is absolutely awesome. And all you need to do here is click on the user groups and set these up, and I'll show you how to do this in another video. Now the privileges as well, you can see users, user groups, shares, network services, and you can see all your network services here that you want to use. Storage manager, this is for your storage manager, tells you how to set up RAID in here, and it also gives you your hard drive status, how healthy your drives are. You can set up your virtual disks here. As you can see, they're syncing at the moment because I've just got some power to it, but pretty much I've got it set up as RAID 1, and that's probably the best for safety. And again, you can see here that it's testing the status of these drives, but if I left this, it would just tell me they're in good health. And also you've got your general settings here for your region and your language, hardware, power, security, update and recovery. Your SSL certificates are all here, so you can set them up. Update and recovery is here, as you can see. Restore to factory defaults, software updates, and your backup and restore is all here. Very nice user interface on this, and very simple to set up, and you're getting all this for a really cheap price, guys. And I will confirm the price in the description with a link in case you're interested. And you can see that 2 cores, 2 threads with the Celeron 2.41 gigahertz processor, and the device temperature is very cool, as you can see here. You've got the free memory and also the fan speeds all in there. You can change all that information if you wish with the settings. You can see the server status here, what's running, what's not. And you've got your resource monitor as well, which is a really nice touch. It tells you what resources are being used, i.e. CPU, memory, storage, bandwidth and processes, all that sort of good stuff. And it's a nice graphic user interface you can see there. And I'm pretty impressed, I must admit. I'm pretty impressed with this unit. And I think you'll agree, for 126 English pounds, it's a pretty decent deal for storage, secure storage as well, and you're getting a lot for your money here. And I think you'll find it's probably one of the best NASs for that type of money that's available on the market today. It's very competitively priced, and again, don't take my word for it, take a look, do some other reviews, check it out, and you'll see it's a pretty decent bit of kit. And you can see you've got all your backup solutions here. For it also works on Windows, Mac and Linux as well. So the choice is yours, guys. Have a look at it and tell me what you think in the comment section below, and I shall be making some more videos again in the near future, and I shall make another video on this, on how to set it all up. Anyway, my name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I shall see you again for another video. Bye for now.